Hi, my name is Deina Escribano, and today I'll be presenting a TED Talk on the cycle of experiential learning. There are 6 main components to experiential learning. The first one being to explore. So, in other words, to ask yourself a main question about the experience you're wanting to have. For my experiential learning experience, it began with a desire to want to join the medical field. So, I came up with the question to ask myself to center around my entire experience, which was, what is it like to be a surgeon, both in clinic and in the OR? The second main component of experiential learning is the experience itself. So, for my experience over the summer, I shadowed a general surgeon in Olympia, Washington at Capitol Medical Center. My experience with him was set around a strict schedule that would alternate between surgery days and in-clinic days that were in his office. On surgery days, I would get to scrub up, help the nurses and surgical techs prep the OR for the upcoming operation, and then during the operation, I would then be tasked with recording stats on vitals throughout the entire operation. That would then, after the operation, Dr. Dietz and I would then dictate his post-op notes together. In office, though, I pretty much just followed him around to all the different patients' rooms and then would dictate during those visits with him, and then afterwards would file all of his paperwork away on the patients and make sure he stayed organized. The third part of the experiential learning experience is to be able to connect prior knowledge and experience with the current experience that you're going through. So I pretty much grew up in a hospital environment. Having a dad that's an anesthesiologist, I would jump at the opportunity to go to the hospital with him as a little girl. So the first time I ever shadowed a surgery, I was probably 6 or 7 years old, and I just remember feeling the most excitement I've ever felt, probably. So then, following that, I shadowed an orthopedic surgeon when I was 14 years old at Capitol Medical Center as well. And that experience really helped to prepare me for my experience over the summer, since it was the same dictation and filing system from when I was 14 as over this past summer. Then there's the component of creation, being able to bring to life a new understanding. My experiential learning experience over the summer gave me a better insight into what it takes and means to be a surgeon. It also gave me a greater appreciation for both my dad's and his colleagues' rigorous schedules. I also came to really appreciate the mechanisms of veins. I wrote several papers on the varicosity of veins and what it means to have varicose veins and the mechanisms of which. So then there comes the component of sharing, being able to integrate differing observations and ideas. The majority of this component honestly comes from this class, being able to share our experiences with one another. But I also had this opportunity when I would eat lunch in the doctor's lounge each day over the summer. I would have the opportunity to ask questions, voice concerns, and also be able to get any feedback on how I was doing in handling myself in the professional environment. That was really valuable for me. So, the last main component of the experiential learning experience is to reflect on your experience itself. So after having this experience, I realized that being a doctor is probably not meant for me. The rigorous schedule of having to get up at 4:30 in the morning and then get off at 4:30 in the afternoons and sometimes later was just very hard on me, especially someone that has epilepsy, because sleep is the most important thing to me in order to live. And so pretty much being a doctor is not it. I really enjoyed going to surgeries and shadowing that, but working in the office was not fun for me whatsoever. So once again, I'm Deina Escribano, and thanks for coming to my TED Talk.